Hey everyone, Kaya here. Welcome to my channel. After 50,000 million billion outtakes, courtesy of Nunu here, I think I'm in a place where I can finally start my video. So today is a really exciting day. I got my Kickstarter for Trench Crusade. If you want to make a nice little close-up on what little you can.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay, perfect. So I got Heretics and Black Grail because that's just how I roll. So they're resin printed models. They're absolutely stunning. I was actually quite surprised when I unboxed these. They were all beautifully, carefully packaged, each individually. There was no warping, no breakage. Normally with resin, you get at least something. The only thing was I just have to heat these spears up, that's common for resin. Other than that, everything came out stunning. I can't stress enough how gorgeous these models are. So I'm going to kind of dive on into this. So we've got one of the favorites here, a werewolf. It's pretty big. These are actually pretty sizable. Then we've also got the Heretic Priest here. A lot of people love this model. I think it's just absolutely stunning. I love the backpack, the spear, just all the details on it is just so cool. And then my personal favorite lore-wise and model-wise is I just absolutely love the Corsair. When I first saw this model in picture, I was like, how are they going to get a model of this? Like, its head is, like, how? But they totally made that work, and it is so cool. Unfortunately, I can't talk about the lore here because it's pretty dark, but give it a Google and you'll see. It's a pretty cool backstory about that. It's very dark though, disclaimer. And then here is the ever famous Artillery Witch, which she is so cool. Like, look at that. Like look at let's get a close up on the robe here. Like, look at just all that little detail. That is just amazing. So I also wanted to show this off. I got this at Adepticon. It was at the Trench Crusade booth. It's the Artillery Witch, and it is just so cool, like just stunning. So this army, I also have the Sin Eater here. So this big honk here is what I like to call him. Just because my husband also needs a giant model that swings. Did you have anything to add?
I made these. I made all these little guys who make risky actions every chance they get. If there's barbed wire, they're gonna jump it, and they're gonna die trying.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so this is my army, the Black Grail. So I have my I don't even know where to begin. They're all so cool. So I got my Herald here, which I love this model. He's just so cool. Like, look how disgusting he is, like with all like the gross and juicy bits. I also got my hounds here. I've got my zombies. I got my guard. And then look at these plague knights. The plague knights are so cool. I love them. I love to just bathe them in blood. They're just so cool. I also got my Big Bertha here, who's got all the choppy and the pews.
Ow! Sorry, Nunu. Was I bothering you? You should behave yourself.
And then last but certainly not least, my Lord of Tumors with their little soupy soups. Little soupy dudes. Who doesn't like a big bowl of pus soup? Look at them. Look how cute. But seriously, look at this giant model. So cool. And then there's where you get your pus soup right there. I did want to actually show off my painted models. I painted and played these for Adepticon, and I can't tell you how much fun I had doing these. I even made like a little pus soup there because why not? I actually used Dirty Down Gore for this, so that's why they're super duper gory. That is probably one of my most highly recommended paints. Here's my Plague Knight. Like I said, love to bathe it in blood. And then just if you want to get a close up on my zombies and hounds here.
I can't.
my
Nunu's
guard.
blocking me.
Oh. All right, then last but certainly not least.
You bum. Sorry.
How dare you interrupt? You come to my video and you interrupt it. But last but certainly not least, I got these Trench Crusade dice from Baron of Dice. Look how cool they are. Of course I got, wow, why are they so difficult? There we go. Look how cool. Like, they're just absolutely gorgeous.
Roll a 6.
All right, let's try. Well, close enough. All right. I never know how to end these videos, to be perfectly honest with you, so that's my show. Kaya out.